Everyone, it's Dr. Rich Mclean, and I am banned from going to police, banned from being a whistleblower, and banned from any litigation. I'm currently squatting. I have no food, no medication, and no healthcare. Barely a doctor. I've survived what was called a fatal suicide attempt over a year ago, and I've lived on $60 a week since. There is no justice. There is a movement, and an oppressive movement, that ended up in my suicide in the hospital and has further continued afterwards. I have lost $1 million at Australian Human Rights Centre. I lost $1 to $2 million at Africa, and I've had to go bankrupt, and my former partner owes me $500,000, and I've never ever had access to litigation. I'm just about to fail an AAT work cover case in which it was delayed, deferred, denied, which is the government mantra. And if you invest to help me have just some dignity and human worth, because the government won't, they're trying to kill me, which I've proven because I've literally already died, and a year on I haven't so much as even seen a psychologist. I will pay you back because I'm going for detriment with the federal government. So please hang in there and help Rich Mclean and Crystal the Husky. There she is. Oh, just down there somewhere on the bed. We have no food. We're squatting. My family condones this. No one's helping me. I'm isolated in the world. I'm character assassinated. I'm victimised. And this is a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. I'll let the government off if they immediately atone me a month's average wage until they can sort out the detriment they owe me. It is illegal and against this country's constitution to not afford a person with disability the human dignity of having access to the law or equality before the law. I've never had a lawyer. I request it immediately now. There are death threats at the window. I urge whistleblower protection immediately. And further to that, I'd like to just mention a few of the key players who are in this. A former partner and a doctor who I was framed as an extortionist, of all things. And a book I wrote. I've got a public profile and they're chopping me down. It's not sufficient that I survive a suicide attempt. They're going to bury me, and they're going to bury me at the AAT next week when I go for a meeting with the government who's already killed me and then covered it up, and I'm going to lose my work cover case as a TPD of $1 million. I already know this because despite my insistence of having a representation or a lawyer, they won't allow it. And the meeting's going ahead and they're going to bury me. And further, Michaelia Cash, the Attorney General, already knows about this, and the AFCA case and the Comcare case and the Australian Human Rights Centre, about the Australian Ombudsman. I'm a banned whistleblower at IBAC, APRA, ASIC and the Commonwealth Ombudsman. Now, if I so happen to fail at the AAT, I'd go to the Ombudsman, but of course I'm cooked there. What's their end game? Kill me or just make me suffer? It's Rich Mclean, and I deserve better than this. Anyone deserves better than this. And I ask the public's help while the government makes up their mind, delaying, deferring and denying any justice or compensation through the CDD scheme of governments causing detriment to citizens. It's Dr. Rich Mclean. Please help me. I have no food. Barely any food. I have not my medication met. I've never seen a neurologist. I can't feel my feet since the injury, and I can't think properly. It's a TPD. I require a lawyer. Can someone please intervene? That would be amazing. I've got my old site down on the left, richmclean.com.au. I was an advocate for 25 years helping other people. And I've got my other whistleblowing website, killing.info, on the right, and my pay ID as well. So if you want to help, please get in contact. Emails are on the thing, or I'll put it on here actually, or please pay ID me some money, and when victory comes, because literally the government would be victimising me and aiding and abetting my death as a suicide survivor to act via proxy to reduce me from prosperity and money. It's a human right to have a house. It's a human right under the Disability Act to have access to a lawyer, and it's an abhorrent victimisation, and it's a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. Please help me, and if you're the government listening to this, well, I just have a simple solution. While you work out the detriment, please give me an average wage starting immediately, and that's not admitting fault, but you have to work out the detriment that's obviously occurred, and I'll send that to you, and I have sent it to you. So if you're in Australia and you're with me, have a look at me. I've spoken in Parliament, all the Today shows, radio shows, TV shows. I've got a Human Rights Award-winning book. I've always worked to further the rights of other people. Now my rights are being heinously destroyed, and it's infiltrated my life, this vile, conscious, malicious conspiracy, so deep, it has gone right up to the Prime Minister. I've had to reverse engineer it to the NDIA Minister, who refused to give my invoices, to Centrelink, to the Health Minister, to even the local coffee guy I get my coffee off. I've been character assassinated. I'm a good guy. I'm not an extortionist. I haven't raped anyone. I'm not a pedophile, dog fucker, or whatever. I am a person of sentience and worth, and I'm sticking up for myself. And if I can't get atonement or immediate atonement or a solution from the government, I'll have to ask the public for help. I've already been threatened with incarceration for the rest of my life. I object to that. I'm not insane, and I absolutely know what's going on. This is a movement to protect people in positions of money, privilege, and power. And it's about me, the unwitting centerpiece of an elaborate conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. Why? Because I'm powerful. Why? Because I'm clever. But depending on who's got the money, I'm either too dumb, too smart, too mad, or not mad enough. Whatever it is, a huge amount of detriment has occurred. I am suffering right now. I'm calmly stating this as a fact, and I'm asking for the public's help. You can do this by donating at killing.info or just donating on the PayID. And I promise when I get my justice, because the government literally can't leave me with no money, house or food, it is against human values and would act in a way to desecrate me and devalue my humanity, that I will pay you back, and then some. And I will also donate to a charity of your choice. This is not about money for me. This is about freedom from oppression and living a simple life that's simple and that has some human dignity. So, there's Crystal. So please help me and Crystal. She gets hungry. She eats the tuna. And I eat the bread. But please help me. I don't know what else to say. I'm banned from police. I'm banned from a lawyer, and I'm banned as a whistleblower. I'm an innocuous, inert refugee in my own democracy with whistleblower rights. I have been rendered nothing, and I am something, and I'll show them I'm something. So please believe in me, believe in my justice, and please have a look at the websites below. I've tried to detail all the evidence. I have a hard time formulating my thoughts because of the injury in the hospital, but please bear with me. Watch this space. It's either going to be huge or we'll come to an atonement and an agreement. In the meantime, the public, please help me. Thank you.